Gentlemen, this is Mark Goldberg with you today from Mark Vlogs Watches with another exciting episode. And in fact, this one is an unboxing that I'm especially excited and happy to be able to do today. But before we move into the meat and potatoes of this box, let's go ahead and get the quick fist watch check out of the way. And here it is. Fellas, I would take it as a personal favor if you will throw a like on this video and please subscribe to my little channel so we can do this again together soon. Today I am wearing the Seiko Tuna. Now I've been wearing this watch so much, it's a relief to get a new watch so I can sort of, begin rotating in my life again. Okay fellas, let's take a look. And here we have a large Federal Express box. Now I had to put the name of this watch, so you know already it's an Omega Seamaster 300M. That is the new laser engraved ceramic dial one, but you'll know which one because I'm putting it in the title. All right, what are we gonna do? I'm pulling out my EDC, my everyday carry. It is a rusty steak knife. I walk around with this at all times just in case I have to unbox a watch. Let's turn this camera around, get down to business. Steak knife, EDC. I'm jealous of you guys that have good stuff like, box cutters, pen knives. I guess I just never advanced to the knife collecting thing. But watches are my problem, and let's go ahead and open a problem box right now. By the way, fellows, I bought this watch at my favorite online vendor, which is exquisitetimepieces.com. Very trustworthy source, especially because they have a bricks and mortar store as well as a really excellent website. exquisitetimepieces.com out of Naples, Florida, or on the web anywhere in the world. They sell 50 different brands of watches, including Rolex, although Rolex they sell pre-owned. All right, let's speed this up. Oh dear, we now have another box to contend with. Guys, I think now we're going to go back to the table so we can open this up and do a proper job. That is one pretty box. Highly lacquered. Has a beautiful little push button right there at the bottom for opening. And here is your operating instructions in case you don't know how to wind a watch. Little microfiber carrying pouch. I don't know when I'd ever use that. And here is the watch itself. Now, Omega, unlike Rolex, will sell you a watch in stickers. So we got to do that together. Look at that dial. I have the black iteration or version of this watch with the black dial and black bezel. And then I saw this and I felt like it was on a whole different level. There's that movement, that beautiful coaxial decorated movement and rotor. I will make some videos comparing the black one to the white one. But I'm going to be selling the white one now because, I'll be selling the black one because I don't need two. And I think this Polar edition is where it's really at for me. One thing that I find kind of shocking about this watch is the legibility. that the black outlined hands on the white, stark white dial. Super easy to read, actually easier to read than the black one. Then, of course, you have the hour plots, which are raised, applied, generously filled with lume, and rimmed in black. So they really stand out much more than you would think. And I love that little splash of red on the second's hand, and that lollipop towards the tip rather than at the base. I like that quite a bit. Now, a lot of people have a problem with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup helium escape valve, which I admit is totally stupid and useless. But I promise if you wear a Seamaster for any length of time, you will quickly forget that it's there, honestly. And then look at that splash of red on the dial where it says Seamaster. I love that, and it just stands out so beautifully on this dial. And then, of course, you have the traditional, but slightly modified for this version, bracelet of Omega. I feel like almost the only way they could improve this, it's got stickers on it right now, but I feel like the only way they could really improve this would be to taper it. I just don't like a straight shot bracelet. They should taper it. Double deployant trigger release, milled clasp, all very nice. And best of all, that little button there, it says push. And when I do that, it enables me to, let's see if I can make it work on camera. Well, there's stickers holding it together, but it allows me to slide the bracelet in and out. So it's a lot of micro adjustments on the fly. Bracelet held together by screws. I have a 7¼ inch wrist, so I'm sure I will need to remove probably at least 2 links. All right, guys, give me a second. I will finally get the Seiko Tuna off my wrist. Pop on this Omega. Give you a quick wrist shot. And then I'm going to peace out until I get a chance to do a review video for you. Let me move this camera a little bit. Look at that. I don't know why this just strikes me as so much sharper, better than the black one, but honestly it sure does. And in fact, I was at a different AD where I tried on the blue one, which I always thought is the one that I would mostly love, and I didn't, because it turns out that the blue one, it looks black most of the time, unless you're in direct brilliant sunshine, and then of course it flares into a beautiful Omega blue. So I do like it if you're, if you live in Florida, like my friend Mackenzie, and you're in the pool and the sun and the beach all the time, the blue's a great option. But man, I live in Illinois. It's cloudy a lot, so this stark white dial just really jumps out. I think it's completely beautiful. All right, guys, I'm going to turn the camera around so I can have a final couple words with you. Well, guys, I'm very pleased with this, much more so than I thought I even would be. I was at a different AD where I tried on the blue version of this a little while ago, and I thought the blue is the one that was going to completely do it for me, but it turns out the blue version of the Omega looks black, or almost black, most of the time. Now, if, like my friend Mackenzie, you live in Florida and you're at the beach in the sunshine outdoors all day, the blue is a great decision because it just shines, it sparkles, it just has some magic, the blue does. But I live in Illinois, it's cloudy, it's gray, a lot of the time, and the one that really caught my attention in the AD case was this Polar Edition. And then when I tried it on, I was just blown away. I find the black one kind of boring. Don't get me wrong, it's an identical watch, really, just the difference is the dial and a little bit not the shape of the hands, but the color. And but it's a kind of a conservative choice. And if you know anything about me, you know I am not that conservative. I like weird, happy, decorated, different, collectible, I don't know. I have very varied tastes in watches, but the more that I'm in this game, the more my personal tastes develop, and I sort of peel away from the crowd, and I tend to like things that are a little different. This particular watch retails at right around $5,000. Depending on where you go, you can usually get some kind of small accommodation on it, but not a lot on the white one, especially because these are difficult to find. I always like to tell you about my buying experience, and this is the third watch that I've purchased from Nick Lucas over at exquisitetimepieces.com. It's a trusted source with bricks and mortar as well as that internet presence. So I had no concern about sending a wire transfer for the funds. And then literally 2 days later, which is today, I'm picking up my watch at my suite at the UPS store, and here we are. So look, I will make another video comparing this watch with the black one and then a full review of it after I've had a little bit more time to wear it. Knowing me, I will probably be sleeping in this thing. One of the issues that really always concerns me is loom. And now I'll tell you the hour plots or markers there, they have fantastic loom. And actually so do the hands, but the hands are skeleton hands, which for whatever reason, it's clear, obvious that they're skeleton hands, but they're a little less skeleton looking, if that makes any sense, on this white version because of the heavy black rim around them. So already I find it more legible in the daytime than the black version of this same watch. But I will definitely be doing some loom comparison shots for you in upcoming videos so I can kind of show you how the loom on the Polar Edition stacks up to the black one. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Do me a favor, throw a like on this video, subscribe, and let's do this again together soon. Goldberg, peace out. Oh, and remember, paint the sky your favorite color.
Paint the sky